Being live streamed.
Okay, we live. Hello. Welcome to welcome to Trail Talk. We're coming to you live from the Chisholm Trail Heritage Center here in Duncan, Oklahoma. My buddy, old pal, Trail Talk partner, Mary, will be back in a minute. I'm Edie, and we're so glad you could join us. We've had a couple of technical things. Always at 2:57, these things happen to us, and
If
so
not, then definitely 2:58.
that's exactly right. So, you know what? We are gonna figure this out. Anyway, hopefully this all runs smooth. It's not very long today. Because we are just gonna talk about some summer vacay day trips right here in Southwest Oklahoma.
Right.
Although one of them, Sayre, is not that south.
Sayre ain't south.
Sayre ain't south.
Sayre ain't south.
Sayre's kind of straight.
It ain't south.
Yes, kind of a little bit. I guess it is a little bit south. I guess. Anyway, you're going to hear about
In the grand
something
scheme
fun.
of things.
Something that seemed kind of fun going on in Sayre to me. So anyway, we are glad you decided to watch us today, and wait till you see what we have in store for you. So the first thing I want to tell you about, this is actually happening this week. I was a little disappointed when I realized that I didn't think about doing this a week or so earlier, because I went to the Lawton Chautauqua last year because there was a performance of Pearl Carter Scott.
I remember you going to that.
And it is so cool. I mean, if you're like a super nerd, like me. But I was digging in, of course, I got lost down a rabbit hole.
She tends to do that.
And the whole history of this Chautauqua thing is super interesting. So I'm going to do we're going to do a whole lesson on the Chautauquas, because it's been going on. This is the 150th year that they've been doing Chautauqua. Not necessarily the ones that happen all across the U.S. And I think it's even around the world now. There are international Chautauquas. But the original happened at a place in Chautauqua, New York.
Really?
Yeah. And just what the whole idea was, and the whole movement and everything
about.
Yeah. And it's super cool. So this will be coming. This is just to give you some information. If you want to get a taste of what Chautauqua is like, I would say go to Lawton before this is over. I mean, you have tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. I know you might be busy, but it would be so worth your time to go over. So this year is called Lift Every Voice, 60 years since the Civil Rights Act. So that means the Civil Rights Act was 1964, I'm guessing. So this is a centuries-old tradition of traveling education groups from the 19th and 20th century U.S. This year's events include, so they have these daily workshops that you can attend.
10 to 11 and then 2 to 3.
Right. That's evening performances Tuesday through Saturday. So there are 3 more evening performances, 7 to 8:30. And so you've already missed Chief Justice Earl Warren and Rosa Parks. Oh, that would probably been so good. But tonight is a portrayal of Lady Bird Johnson. And if you don't know much about Lady Bird and Lyndon Johnson's efforts in the civil rights movement, you need to find out more about it. My daughter and I went to his presidential museum last summer, and or maybe it was spring break sometime. And anyway, he was really a very deeply committed man to civil rights, and
his wife evidently as well.
Yes, exactly. So I have a feeling tonight's portrayal is probably going to be amazing. Tomorrow night is Justice Thurgood Marshall, who has played a huge role even before becoming a justice as an attorney. He's the one who helped Ada Lois Sipple Fisher be able to attend classes at the University of Oklahoma Law School. I mean, so much history. And then Saturday night is a portrayal of Coretta Scott King. And the people who portray these individuals, really historical figures, yes, thank you. They are given, they're told how long they need to speak. I think it was like an hour.
My goodness.
There's an hour monologue.
Mhm.
And then they write this thing up and there's kind of a tryout.
Oh, okay.
To see if
To
you'll
actually
get to,
start.
and then you commit and you get to travel around. During the summer with this Chautauqua
Right.
thing. I think it's like June and
Do
July.
any question and answers at the end as well?
Yes, they
I remember
do.
that doing that.
Yes, the first part of the question and answer, the person is still in character. And then they switch to being the actual scholar
Mhm.
and they
Answering
answer
questions.
questions then. I mean, I was like, that would be so fun. But anyway, I encourage you to just take an afternoon and go to some of these workshops. This conference center is really, really nice. It's just on the east side of town. Just come in on come in on Gore. And it's where you're getting kind of close to that shopping center there where
Right.
Dick's Sporting Goods and all that is.
Kind of your area.
Yeah, really nice building. Anyway, I encourage you guys to go over there and see it. I ran into Jan, the lady that plays the Dulcimer.
Yeah, think of her last name right now.
Jan, if you see this, I'm going to apologize for not being able to remember your last name. I feel really bad. I'm gonna look it up because I want to say your name. Wait, I should.
I went.
Yeah, I did too. Jan Carroll.
Yes.
So sorry, Jean.
Yes, sorry about that, Jan. Jan Carroll and her husband are big supporters. And I think they volunteer and make sure this thing happens every year. And so it was really fun running into her. Also, one of the scholars that comes over here for Let's Talk About It was in the audience.
Oh, really?
For that. So anyway, it's just kind of something that can appeal to a lot of different audiences. But if you're interested in this period of history or US history at all, I would encourage you to go. This is very well done.
Right.
Very well done. Okay, the next we're going to skip forward because here we are, the third week of June, one more week, and then what happens? The 4th of July.
Yep.
Literally just around the corner.
It is.
So in Lawton, at Elmer Thomas Park, which is a great big sprawling place, they have the annual Freedom Festival there. And it's a day full of Independence Day fun. So it has one of the largest fireworks displays in Oklahoma, which seems like that would be super fun
Right.
to go see. But you see, it's coming up next week. It is the weekend before the 4th of July. So if you want to make multiple events this year, we're going to show you how you can do that. Okay. So on Friday they have I don't know
Hot dog eating contest.
there's vendors,
Couple of 'em.
bounce houses, hot dog, soapbox derby, the 77th Army Band. Oh my gosh, they are so good. They came and played at our Raining in the Arts event.
They
They
did.
kicked us off this year. Oh, they're so good. That would be worth it right there.
And then drone and fireworks.
Right, that's on Friday night. Then on Saturday at 9 a.m., a donut dash, which sounds like a run with a donut at the end of it. Be up for that. A gurney race. Is that like gurneys, like beds that people lay on a hospital?
Gurney race check-in.
Somebody's gonna be strapped on that gurney, I bet. Anyway, princesses on the main stage. I don't know what all of these are, but it's very enticing, isn't it? Makes you really want to figure it out. Stars Band on the main stage, the national anthem and fireworks at 9:30. So it's 2 nights, not just one, but two. Friday evening, all day Saturday, and then 2 fireworks shows. So I'm saying, yeah, City of Lawton, you go. They have, face painting, pony rides, bounce house, food and drink vendors. Then this, the fireworks display is choreographed to music.
Right. Yeah, it says no personal fireworks, alcohol, or pets.
Yeah, so leave all that stuff at home. I mean,
Right,
there's time for you to enjoy your dog and
right.
throw one back and whatever it is, whatever else you want to go do, set off your own fireworks. But not there. They do allow service animals if you need those. So anyway, Lawton, go see some great, and if you like a hot dog, I bet they have some.
Mhm.
I think the soapbox derby would be fun to watch. I wonder if it's on that hill that you have
It
to
would
run
have
up
to be.
whenever you finish your race. They have a lot of paved area over there. Okay, red, white, and boom fireworks show happening right here in Duncan, Oklahoma. That's right. This is happening on July the 3rd. So you can go
Wednesday.
Friday, Saturday. This is on Wednesday. And in case of rain, they're gonna skip July 4th and have it on the 5th. So it would happen on Friday night
Because of
instead
the other
of.
local shows that go on.
Right, right. So, I mean, everybody wants to share in the fun this year.
Mhm.
So let's look at what all is happening at Red, White, and Boom. They're gonna have fireworks, food trucks. Now get a load of this food truck list here.
Mhm.
Dogging It, Jimmy's Bag of Donuts, Sugar Daddy Shaved Ice, Vic's Pit Stop, I guess that's barbecue, El Bontanitas, Money's on the Move.
HTO.
What is Money's on the Move? I have no idea. Yeah, I do too. Is that food, drink? Does the food move? I mean, I don't know. HTL, kettle corn, Misfits, kettle corn dandy, Dan's Shaved Ice, and Monco's Indian Tacos.
But
That-
of course, food or face painting, music, bounce
Music.
houses.
Yeah, the old 81 band, it starts playing at 5:30. Yeah, do you know this band?
I kind of listened to them
you
actually
really?
before. I have listened to them a few times.
Nice. Jillian is our new person behind the camera. She's waving.
I'm waiting,
Uh,
guys, I
she-
promise.
Anyway, she likes to talk back and that's always fun for us too. We like that. Yeah, bounce houses, family fun. Festivities start at 5 and the band starts at 5:30.
Yes,
So
all Abe Raisin Park.
yeah, 2500 North N Street. So that's on the east side of Duncan, way on out there, but a great place to see fireworks.
And you can see them from far off. too.
Yes, you
You don't have
can.
to be right there to see them.
Yeah. The thing that holds me back from all of these sorts of events are mosquitoes. I'm just gonna be honest. I am just
I don't like
bait.
mosquitoes.
I am bait. If I am there, they're biting me.
Mhm.
I tried to sit outside on the porch the other night. And I
Yeah,
had,
what did you
I
have?
had stuff all over me, all over my ears and neck, not on my face or my
Might take
hair,
you
but-
longer to get geared up to than what you
Then
sat
how long I
outside.
said, I had on a long sleeve sweatshirt, of course, and I could hear them in my ears buzzing, and I pulled my shirt up and just had my eyes out. Anyway, I had about 5 mosquito bites when I got back in the house.
Even
I'm
after
like,
all that preparation.
yes,
They're after you, no matter what.
I
Mhm.
hate that so much because I miss out on some, I
Mhm.
mean, I can go, but it's just
Mhm.
not as
Right.
much fun. Anyway, don't miss Red, White, and Boom. I'm kind of digging the name
Mhm.
too. I'll be
Oh, me
honest.
too.
But that's clever. I'm gonna let you see the thing. If you see that sign,
That's
be
a
looking
red-
for it. This is sponsored by the city of Duncan and the, where did I see it? It was on there. The casino,
Chisholm Trail.
Chisholm Trail Casino. So thanks for putting that on for everybody around here. All right, now we're gonna move on to the Marlowe. I love this picture. The only thing missing from this picture is people wearing 3D glasses.
Or the.
I mean, right?
And you could see it.
Right.
Yeah. I have one experience. I'll say my experience. I'm gonna tell you everything that happens at the Marlowe 4th of July.
This is one reason why Duncan does it, actually, I think on the 3rd.
Right, because Marlowe's has been happening since 1892,
A long time.
the same year that Trust House Jewelers began. Okay. Since
Well, did it?
1892, so give the gift you know can't fail. Oh, no, it's BC Clark.
I was gonna say.
From BC Clark's anniversary sale has been happening since 1892.
Mhm.
So, so has Marlowe's fireworks. Two big things happening that year. Thursday, July the 4th. So the parade begins at 10 a.m. Now, if you want to be in that parade, there's probably pre-registration. You can look at the City of Marlowe's website, get all
Always
that.
get all that.
You gotta be there at 8 o'clock if you're gonna get in line. So if you're getting there 2 hours early, that sounds like a long parade.
Right,
And it's only 6 blocks.
yeah,
They only go down 6
right,
blocks, so,
right. Be sure you look up how to get all included in that.
yes, exactly. Following the parade, everything moves down to Redbud Park, which is east of Marlowe. The actual address is 300 North Elm, Marlowe, if you were trying to Google from out of town.
Right.
There's a car show from 10 to 1. And, then also while the car show is happening, there is, which Redbud Park is along the famed Chisholm Trail. That's what their website, how their website said. Thanks for the shout out there, the famed Chisholm Trail. Food, games, shopping, bingo at 25 cents a card.
Can't beat
Oh,
that.
No, you cannot.
gotta do that.
Right?
Gotta do that
I'm-
bingo.
I mean, music from local artists, inflatables for grown-ups and kids. It's what it said, yeah.
Mhm.
And then at
Historical
6:30, there's a free concert. They did not have the headliner on there, but
The historical
that's happening.
reenactments as well.
Historical reenactments. I mean, and then at 9:30, the grand finale, the fireworks show. So Kevin and I, my husband and I went here in the early years of our marriage, so it'd be early 90s. We went to a fireworks show out there, and there's a field out here where they're shooting off the fireworks. It's just, you know,
Massive.
dirt field, yeah. And I guess it's not dirt because there was a fire. The grass caught fire out there where they were shooting off the
Yeah.
fireworks. And like they had fire trucks showed up.
So you got two
and they had-
shows.
Yeah. So we got, basically a grand finale to the grand finale is what we got.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyway, go to Marlowe on July the 4th. It's a full
Full day
day
of events.
of events. I mean, starting next weekend,
Mhm.
probably through that whole week, there is something that you could go and do.
Trying to do.
Yeah, and just in this little, what,
Corner of our.
yeah,
state.
yes, exactly. All right, we're gonna move on to an event in Sayre, Oklahoma. It's called the Dust Bowl Days Farm and Ranch Festival and Wild Plum Jam.
It's a mouthful.
And the
Festival.
Wild Plum Jam is the musical part.
Okay.
I thought that was a pretty clever little turn on words there. So this is a 3-day event packed with, they have cowboy barbecue, bingo. Again, I don't know if it's 25 cents a card or not. Outdoor games, a parade on Saturday, which precedes a downtown festival. I don't know how big downtown Sayre is.
Mhm.
I went to a basketball camp out there one time. It was, I mean, it's not as big as Dunn. It's probably about Marlowe,
But
maybe kind of thing. Yeah, their downtown area. They have, their concert lineup is Caroline Grace and the Tyler Wilhelm Band and the Great Divide. And then on Sunday, they have a gospel singing time.
Mhm.
So it is a full thing. So to get to the jam part, it's gonna cost you $30 to get
In
in
advance.
advance, $40 at the gate. 12 and under are free, so that's pretty good,
Mhm.
really.
Right. Gates open at 5, music starts at 7.
Yeah. So 3 different performers.
Uh-huh.
And I just think it sounds like a super fun
Mhm.
little thing to do. And like I said, it's 3 days of things. So you know, don't miss this. Travel out to Sayre if it's your first
Right.
time to go there and go see what's
Exercise
happening.
on sale.
I kind of like their little catchy name, the Dust Bowl Days Farm and Ranch Festival.
Mhm.
I
Celebrating the love of the land.
there you go. So Kind of makes you want to sing Oklahoma or something, even looking at the little poster there.
You wanna ride a horse?
Yeah, or little yellow surrey with the fringe on
Right.
top, yeah. Okay, next, wow, this place looks familiar. Look at
See
that
that time.
fancy portico out there. Everything's looking
All
all
nice and green.
green. Yeah, we have flowers now for added color, a little punch of color. Looking forward in July to the last Saturday, so
27.
yeah, the 27th. We're gonna have National Day of the Cowboy here. Our
Annual
14th,
event.
our 14th time to host National Day of the Cowboy.
Mhm.
So everybody, I mean, I feel like everyone kind of has an idea of what to expect because we have our free admission, 10 to 5, the whole day. All of our theaters are available. Our art is available to see. We're gonna get into that a little bit more in a minute. There will be a special exhibit set up in this room, which will be a Quanah Parker. Let me get the actual name of that. Of the Quanah Parker One Man, Two Worlds exhibit will be here for the whole month of July. So that is going to be a cool thing. Anyway, so traditionally, we have musical performers who are here all day. And since the passing of our friend Alan Wooten, Galen Blankenship and Missy Fry are here, and they literally play all day.
All
They
day.
start at 10, they end at 5, and they take a couple of breaks in between.
And that's
And
all.
that's it. And they sing everything you want to hear. In addition to them, Una Bell Townsend, who is a popular children's book author, she's been here before. She's going to do some live book readings
again?
Yep, at 11, 1:30, and 3. At 1 o'clock on that day, we are going to be having a dedication of the Get Up and Go bronze statue that LaQuincy Reed commissioned and made for us here at the Chisholm Trail Heritage Center. It is beautiful. I mean, stunning. What a great,
Kind, very unique.
yeah. So,
Beautiful piece.
if you want to come and see that amazing piece of art, it's here all the time, but we'd love for you to visit on National Day of the Cowboy and be a part of that dedication service. We're also going to have, Una Bell and her book readings are funded by the Oklahoma Arts Council. So thank you, Oklahoma Arts Council. You guys do so much to support us around here. Also, our friend Shaylee McGee, who worked here as an intern last summer, is going to be back. She is a Chickasaw beading artist, and she's going to have jewelry. I don't know if she's gonna have jewelry available for sale. She did last year. And you could make it, well, she's going to do a children's art project as well with beading. So
This time?
that, yeah, that ought to be really fun. She'll be doing a beading demonstration and have a children's art project. You know, in addition to that, you can always do all of our regular things. The
Like
theaters,
Our
Rope a
interactive.
Longhorn, yeah. Listen to Jesse Chisholm and Tex have a little chat around the campfire. I mean, all of those things. Our featured artist beginning July 1st is the Hustis family. And that day, we don't have a time yet, be watching for details, but that day will be their reception. And so that will be
Okay.
a time for meet and greet with the artists.
So have their exhibit there in their terrace.
Exactly, yeah. And it'll be here for 3 months, July, August, and September. So anyway, come by and meet them. That's gonna be fun. Another friend of the Heritage Center, E. Joe Brown, who is an author and performer, is gonna be back again this year to do some performances, or a performance during the in the musical portion that we have kind of a room that we set up where it's
Dedicated to that.
yeah, it makes it a little bit easier to hear the music and everything. So Joe Brown is going to be back here. We love him. He's been here the last year and this year.
And he's been on Trail Talk a couple of times too. His books are really fun reads. And then we're gonna have a food truck here, all right, that day. Flippin' Nene barbecue truck.
Okay.
Will
Never
be-
hurts to have food.
That's exactly right. Love a good barbecue food truck. So circle July 27th on your calendar. Come by and do some really fun things inside where it's
Nice and
cool,
cool, free admission.
free admission.
And
Uh,
free of mosquitoes.
Food and free of bugs, you're right, that's exactly right, Jillian, so, it's gonna be the place to be. Everybody who's anybody is gonna be here on July 27th, I mean, we might be here because we're working, but
We're still be
it
here.
might be, but, yeah, I mean, we're gonna be here, so, what more could you
That's
want?
right.
Yeah, and then lastly, the Rush Springs Watermelon Festival, this happens on August the 10th. And this is a super fun day. Now, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty dang hot out there.
Yeah, it is a hot day.
It's hot. 5 years ago, we went for my parents' 60th wedding anniversary because
Mhm.
they eloped and told their parents they were going to the Rush Springs Watermelon Festival, drove to Wichita Falls and got
Got
married
married.
when they were 17. So anyway, we went to the Watermelon Festival and this is not like a trick of the camera. This is like how big these slices of watermelon are that they hand you. It is free. Their website says that they have as many as 20,000 visitors
They come through
that
that.
come through there and they serve about 50,000 pounds of watermelon
In that one day,
in that one
or
day.
that festival.
It kicks off in the morning with a 5K and 10K run. It supports the track and cross-country teams. And, they're looking to raise funds to rebuild their track.
Mhm.
When I was in high school, Rush Springs used to host a track meet
During the,
just
Festival?
during school.
oh,
Yeah, on that track. So, I don't know if it's been upgraded since then. That was about a long time ago. I almost said how many years. I leave y'all guessing. Anyway, there's a rodeo on Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday's the day where they give away the watermelon. They have a watermelon queen. I think she's already been named for this
Mhm,
year.
mhm.
Because she has a lot of things that she has to do. There's seed spitting contest, arts and crafts fair. I'm not kidding. There were loads of vendors there, just row after row
Row of
after
vendor,
row.
vendor.
All sorts of things. There are carnival rides, the whole deal. There is a cost for participating it's a fundraiser in the 5K, but you get a t-shirt or a tank top and a medal. They do give awards for the top 3 in the different age divisions for male and female. This is the 14th year for the run and the 78th year
For the festival.
festival. So this is like an Oklahoma staple right
That's
here.
Tradition.
If you drive down Highway 81, I know you see that giant slice of watermelon on the side of the road, right? Yeah, that's where it happens.
Hard to miss.
Turn east at the watermelon slice and you'll find
You'll
all
run
the
into it.
activities, yeah. Again, they're kind of toward the east part of
The
that
town.
town too. All these things happen on
The east side.
east side of town. But the Rush Springs Watermelon Festival is just a great time and it's free watermelon all day long, which is kind of
Hard to
refreshing.
beat.
Hard to beat. A lot of flies, but I mean, that happens too. It's outside.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
They do have like water stations where you can go rinse
Rinse
off.
sweet.
Yeah, get that juice off. Yeah, because it's everywhere. So, anyway, just to recap, Chautauqua happening in Lawton, tonight, tomorrow and Saturday, the 28th and 29th
Mhm.
of July, the Lawton Freedom Festival. July 3rd is Red, White and Boom here in Duncan. July 4th is the Marlowe, like old fashioned Independence Day
Mhm.
celebration.
Mhm.
And then we have the, what's the Sayer one called? The, Dust Bowl Days Farm and Ranch Festival, which is, July the 19th and 28th.
Friday and Sunday.
18th, 19th and 20th or 19, 20 and 21. It's somewhere around there. The 20th is the
It's
day.
the
of-
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, the 20th is the day of the concert.
Right,
That's what the little
right.
poster said. So that's happening. And then National Day of the Cowboy is the next weekend.
July 27th.
July 27th, and Rush Springs Watermelon Festival on August the 10th. You're welcome. I just filled your social calendar for you.
Yeah, you don't
so-
gotta go. look on
Right,
Facebook.
exactly. You don't have to go look it up anywhere else. We gave it to you right
There
here.
you go.
So guys, thanks for watching. We will be back next week with something else exciting and new for you. And thanks for watching us on Trail Talk today. So until then,
Happy
happy
trails.
trails.